everybody, and welcome back with another one. Now, today, we were gonna, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, we are gonna learn all about snakes. So, let's go into it. So, a lot of people tell me, what do they eat and how do they eat? Well, first things first. So, they mostly eat small little rodents like mice. They eat birds. They can, depends how big they are. Like, I would feed my snake like a small rodent, like a mouse or something, like a mouse. Mouse. Not live though, or live, I'm not sure, but tell me in the comments down below. Live or not live? There's a little thing you can research on. Now, how many bones does a snake have? Well, a snake has 200 to 400 bones, so that is pretty much a lot of bones. Now, a lot of people in the same gender as bones, a lot of people tell me, or a lot of people are wondering, how do they move? Now, they just think they have little tiny legs that they crawl around with. You can't see they're microscopic. Now, it's not that. They would be literally a millipede, a reptile that's a millipede, which a millipede wouldn't even have any purpose. So, snake would just be like a really long millipede, which would be weird. But it actually slithers or moves with its muscles. And the biggest snake ever, a lot of people tell me, what's the biggest snake ever? A Titanoboa was the biggest snake ever. Now, it was like 1 ton. Yeah, a ton. And here's another thing you can research. Now, I know the answer. I'm going to see who has the comment that's right for how long is a Titanoboa. And it is spelled Tietanoboh. So it's kind of misspelled. Like, it's not spelled the way you would think it was. But if you have in Google, put your voice through it and it may come up. Alright, next thing. How many times does a snake shed its skin? Now, it sheds its skin 3 times a year. So that's something, if you want to own a snake, that's something you really have to be careful about. And another thing with eating, they always swallow their prey whole, which is like, it's kind of weird because when they eat something, they're gonna see like a big clump in one part of their stomach. Like, imagine you were like all right here was a big rat or something, which would be really, really, really weird. All right, next thing, what type of snake do I want? Now, a lot of people go crazy with, some people go crazy with the snakes and get like a boa. What I would get, not necessarily saying I'm getting a snake, but what I would get was I would get like a jungle tree snake, which they like wrap around trees, which you would have to get not too big of a tank, but you probably have to have like a lot of branches for them to wrap around, and that one probably needs, the type of snake, it depends on the type of snake, just like any other reptile, of how big the cage it needs. Like a gecko would need or a leopard gecko would need like a 20-gallon, and a snake would probably need a 20 or 40-gallon if you want to go big. So, but the limit I'd say is 40. No, the limit I say was 30, and I would do anything else besides, I would do anything higher than a 30. And you could put like a 10 gallon if it's like a baby, just one baby. And then like when it grows, you can get it 20 and then 30. And then if you want to do anything else, you can get a 40 or something else. But yeah, so that was pretty much today's video. Now, big shout out to Caroline. She lives in the same state as I do. Big shout out to her. Huge fan of snakes, just like me. And hope you have a awesome day. And bye. Peace.